Last year, Larry Brown kept saying that he could see improvement in you almost every time you took the floor. Over the course of your freshman year, where did you see the biggest improvement in your game?
The biggest improvement, it would probably just be learning offensive defense a little better, learning the plays, learning what to do in different situations. So probably just learning the game a little more is probably the biggest improvement I made freshman year.
And what's your biggest area of focus this summer?
I would say my biggest area of focus is shooting, but everything, basically everything. But shooting is probably the main priority.
Yesterday we were asking Coach Brown that especially after last week's announcement, we were asking him who's going to split the backup minutes at point guard. Mm-hmm. And he mentioned Ryan Manuel, who's done it before, and he said you could do it. Have you ever played point guard?
Have I? No, I've never played point guard. I played point guard in practice, but never in a real game.
A lot of times you see guys in different sports who sort of mess around at other positions, linemen throwing a football around. Are you one of these bigger guys who sort of has a quiet dream about being a point guard, bringing the ball up, handling the ball all day?
Well, I'm not sure if I would say it's a dream, but I'll do whatever it takes for the team to win. So I'll play whatever position he wants me to play because he knows best. So.
He said you're as good a ball handler as anyone on the team. Is that true?
I'd like to think so, yeah.
Has it always been that way, or is that something you've been consciously working on as you've gotten older and a more complete player?
Well, throughout my life, when I played outside, I used to always bring the ball up the court. So, I mean, it's kind of second nature to me, so I have no problem with handling the ball.
Coach also said during the course of last year that you'd really take off presumably he was joking, but he said if his coach could figure out how to use you, you'd really thrive under that. So last year you started as a almost undersized 4, and now you're a backup point guard. How do you see yourself being used most effectively?
Wherever the team needs me. So, I mean, different situations in the game call for me playing different positions. So whatever works, that's fine with me.
Such a political answer. What's Sean Williams like as a coach?
Sean Williams, he's a great coach. I mean, that's my guy. So, I mean, he still jokes around a little bit, but he's serious. Helps me out with my game. So, he's a good coach.
Does he make you run sprints? Does he make you call him coach? Anything like that?
No, not yet. But he'll give me the little coach's pat on the back every once in a while. So that's about it.
Didn't he kind of have that role a little bit last year?
Yeah, he actually did. He helped me out, especially during the scout before games. He really helped me out and told me where to be. So yeah, he was kind of a coach then too.
Coach has talked about how he doesn't really like summer practices that much because there's a lot of free time. Mm-hmm. Do you find it hard to focus with all the free time you have?
Well, I don't have a lot of free time because I got a job. It's not that hard for me to focus.
What's your job?
I work at a Brookshire's grocery store as a stocker.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Okay. And you've had some time now to practice and play with Justin, Martin, and Tolbert. Mm-hmm. Can you give us a little bit of a scouting report on them?
Well, I think they're going to be great additions to the team. Tolbert, he's a great post player. He's very physical. Martin, he can score the ball, he can shoot, he can do it all. So, I mean, they're going to be great additions to the team.
When you replace Sean and Nick with Tolbert and Martin, does that change the personality of the team or the way the team plays at all? Or is it too early to say?
It's kind of early to say, but it's going to be really hard to replace somebody like Nick Russell and Sean Williams because they brought a whole bunch of stuff to the team. So, I mean, I'm not sure the team will have a different personality, but it's gonna be hard to work on and focus on different things that they were focusing on. So,
how much do Justin and Jordan talk about the way we did it at Xavier was this way, or the way we did it at Texas Tech was this way? Do they bring that up at all?
No, they don't bring it up. No, they just listen to Coach Brown. So,
obviously the schedule's a lot tougher this year. Is there any game that you look on and you're most excited for?
Most excited for? I'm really excited for the Indiana game, Michigan game. I mean, I shouldn't say a specific game, so every game this season. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.